Hey guys, good morning. Door बंद कर दो जरा. Uh, so I couldn't able to come yesterday. I got some urgent work. But yes, today I joined to talk on certain topic. I got some comments I've seen like API documentation and there was some query. Even though I responded through comment as well, the interviewer asking knowledge of SQL, and then sometimes they ask analytical skills capabilities, and then coding requirements, etc., etc. So yes, I mean any mid-term organization, mid-level organization, and even the startups, they go with that kind of skill sets, candidate requirements. So but don't think like this is the only opportunity that is available in the market. So it really doesn't matter if that particular job role is for that company is not working for you. There are a lot of other organizations which they really look for a BA or PO who just do whatever the as usual traditional BA or PO basically do the job. So client interaction, understanding their pain areas, collecting the requirements, analyzing them, documentations, and then executing the project. Okay. uh, and then API documentation, what I got that, like, see, API documentation is not a BA or PO responsibility. I have created a separate video already and uploaded that, what is the API, what is the use of API in any traditional project. Okay, so you can go through that one, but yes, I will add up some more knowledge and information here. See, as a BA or PU, you should be understanding what is the API, where we use the API, and then not exactly you are going to document those APIs requirements in terms of where they define what is the input criteria, output criteria. You are not going to write these things in the Swagger. Okay, Swagger is a platform where we write those API documentation, and it is done by the developer. But yes, as a PO, you should be understanding the API requirement for your application, the project you are working for, right? So if somebody is our interview asking what is the API documentation, you can say yes, API documentation where we define the input and output criteria for API requirement, and then it will also talk about what kind of operation that API is going to perform, and what is the input value and what is the expected outcome value, right? That these all things you define in the Swagger document. Okay, so Swagger is a very easy, tool which can be used by even a non technical person also can use. Sorry, I got little bit cold. uh, okay, so but yes, you are not the responsible person as a BAPO to define those API documentation on Swagger. It's a developer will develop the API, and they will go and define that. But as a what exactly you have to do is, in your user story, in your epic, in your feature, which you are creating for the APIs, you should thorough understand this API purpose, what where you are going to implement that API, to which different systems is going to interact. Is it API is connecting the other system, or within same system? I've given you, right, a API. If there is no external system within your internal system itself, there is a API requirement that is talking you front end and back end, right? So you should be defining those relationship. Okay, if it is external system, whether they are exposing open source APIs, is open source, or this is like secure, it will raise a token, the token it will that is a secure connection basically to API communication. Generally public APIs are available, any public open source tools. But if you are going to connect with some secure system, there will be some token which will be generating, and then until it doesn't pass that secure token API, you will not be able to establish the connection. Okay, so so you should understand the system which you are going to connect. Is it providing the open source, or I mean it's a public API, or it's a secure connection you have to establish. So if that is the case, you have to document that requirement as well. So the token will be generated where, through which system, and then how that token will be passed, and then it will secure, like, oh yes, this is a trusted, it will establish a secure connectivity. It will pass that token, and then it will validate the token, and then it will say yes, it's the authorized requester. And then it will allow you to take sync the data. Either you are getting the data or pushing the data to that external system, right? Then it will be able to push or receive the data from that external system. Okay. Hey Arshai, thanks for joining. So these are the basically very common and basic things related to the API. So whenever you go and talk to your client, you should understand the application you are developing. Basically, it required to connect with what different systems. Okay, example I will tell you. So API, take example of any kind of typical ERP system. Example, a purchase management system. Okay. So example, the purchase management system means you will be having the suppliers, I mean the sellers, right? So there will be seller data you will be collecting. Then there will be a logistics system. So logistics system might be within the same ERP system, or might be some other external logistics system you are interacting. Then there will be a material management system. It means the data, the thing you purchase, it is coming to your warehouse. So you will be receiving and then storing in your warehouse, right? So it could be a different warehouse management system. So altogether, if we see it, your to say end-to-end purchase management system, you are connecting with all different modules or different applications. I'm just taking the example if these are the different systems. If it is the same system, then there is no problem. But within the same system also, if you need to, because these are the separate system, right? I mean, the suppliers or sellers data will be stored in in a different database. Different data means different tables. And then your material management, I mean the material data will be stored in different tables. Then your I mean what you call payment, so you will be making the payments also. So your finance or payment management system will be having a separate tables. So within the example, within the same database, if they are having a different tables, so to pull the data from one table to another table, okay, there also you need a API. This is the very simplest I am giving you, that you are connecting within one system, within one database system. But think about if it is altogether different system. Example, sellers information you are maintaining in CRM system, Salesforce. Example, so Salesforce is a separate system. Material management, SAP material management system you are interacting, there is a separate, altogether separate system. It will be having its own database, it will be having on its own architecture. Okay, its own front end UI, etc. So CRM is for sellers management system, sellers information you are interacting. For material management, SAP management system you are interacting. Okay, only purchase order you are making from your system. So purchase management, creating a purchase requisition and purchase order, you are using one system, but for supplier information you are pulling from CRM or Salesforce, and for material management you are using the SAP material management system. So think about this system is interacting with these two different system altogether. How you will do that? So you will be establishing the API calls. So you are creating a purchase order. So you need seller information to whom you are raising the purchase order, right? So you need to connect with the Salesforce. So you should be able to establish a secure connection between the Salesforce and your system to fetch the latest available sellers informations. So that seller information is coming from the Salesforce system. So you will be receiving that information while creating the purchase order. Now you purchase order created, submitted. Now in your purchase management system, you are receiving the material. So receiving material, you are using the SAP material management system. So this is again separate system. So when you receive that, when you store that, this will be push API to store your received material information into SAP material management system. So see, it's a perfect example. One sales management system you are fetching. Here you are, it's a get API, it's a push API. You are basically update or inserting the material information, received material information into SAP material management system. So you see, these all systems are different systems, but through API you will be able to connect with the different systems. Sometimes you want to connect with some public APIs. The public APIs are could be secure or non-secure also. But these are the open source example, open source public APIs. Example, you are collecting the weather information. That's a might be within India there could be a lot of weather forecasting applications that is giving you the weather information public domain. It's available. Go and consume and like Spotify gives you backstage. Like you having a Selenium, right? Selenium is a platform, it's an open source tool. So whatever it is offering, you can go and basically consume that without any, no need to pay to anybody, no need to because you will own that data. So sometimes you will be connecting some public open source tools that is basically secure, but basically it will allow you to connect them, you know. So that time you will be connecting and consuming the required information in your application. Definitely, if you are very secure domain you are working and your organization say no, even though it's a public, you have to establish a secure connection, and then only basically we will allow you, because security checkings will be there, right? Vulnerability checkings and all that scans will be there. So any public API or secure APIs, basically you need a API connectivity, but you have to establish based on your organization need. You can always check is a secure connection or not. Public APIs could be fraud also. It could be phishing and all that. So you will be checking whether the security, whether this open source tool or public API is secure enough or not. So you will be running some vulnerability scans with some tools, Black Duck and all that, check marks. There are a lot of tools are available. OSS and a lot of basically scanning tools are available. So you will it will check how how it is critical, or how it is severe security threat is there in that public API. But take a normal, you're connecting with some very secured applications, which offer you with the digital, I mean secure key only. So there you can basically trust them, and then I'll definitely, even though you run the security scans, it will pass. Basically they are also maintaining the security and all, right? So that if once you establish a secure connection between them, during your transfer of a data, either get or post, okay, your nobody else can come and breach and watch your data or extract your information during this data exchange between two different systems. That's where this secure key comes in picture. You want some data from some system, you will pass one secure key, and then that system, receiver system, will be recognizing your secure key, and it will validate that, and it is validated, then only it will allow you to sync the data. And then all these I mean these phishing people, I mean they they try to thieve the data, you know the customer data, financial data. So they will not be having that secure key. That's when they will be, even though they will try, but the secure key will, since they don't have any secure key, their right to access the data will be denied. And their that denial can be happen very front end itself, and the firewall will be there at their system. They might have installed that. Until unless you don't have a secure key, you will not be able to exchange the data between two different secure systems. So API exchange possible two different ways. Either it's a public or secure connection. Public there. Then also there will be keys. Can be secure key can be established between these two public systems also. The example I've given is broadcasting data. Broadcasting data is giving you the weather information, weather broadcasting applications, and they are public. Anybody can go and consume, but it doesn't mean they can come and steal your data from your system. So it's a one directional information connectivity you will establish with your API. Always a get API. So the API type you will implement for that public domain API is public domain system is the get API. So anyway, that public domain system will not be able to steal any of the data from your system. You are only collecting some information, weather information in your system. Rather than that API, the system, weather information system will be able to pull up any data from your system. So that will not be possible because you have written the get API call only. The method name is the get method only. Okay. So that way, basically, and then of course, that is again also on top of the security key. So until unless you don't pass the secure key, you will not be getting. And definitely when he's trying to get, anyhow there is no API. There is no get API for him. You have developed the get API for your system, not by the public domain application, right? So definitely, if they want, they need to implement that get API call, and they will not be able to know any moment which data they need from which table and information. They will be know because they don't know. There's a public system, right? It's not part of your system, so they will be never knowing what is your architecture, what is your database, what is your database tables, what is the field name, column name, values, right? So anyhow, that will be definitely not possible. And on top of, even though they are able to do this process somehow, but they need a public secure key, then only they will be able to establish a connectivity and get any kind of data. Okay, Harsh, I want to contribute to learn and more around how I can do that. Harsh, yeah, of course, I mean, I'm not sure, you can create some video, and then you can share with me some Google Drive. I will upload that video on my channel. That is the instant thing is coming in my mind. Later, any other option you can suggest me, but this is something coming in mind, like you can create some video on some topic, and then upload in some Google Drive or somewhere. I can go and download that video, and then I will upload that video in this channel. Okay. Okay, and then that's the immediate thing is coming in my mind. Okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking, first, later, another point is, I got one comment actually. Yeah, so the one give me 1 second. Even though I responded, but what Tanu Mishra is one of the aspirant for the BA. She's asking like, I didn't answer my question, sir. कल इंटरव्यू था मेरा इंश्योरेंस बीए का एक एक स्टार्टअप में. ठीक है, स्टार्टअप कंपनी में यू गॉट अ वन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू इंश्योरेंस बीए. ओके, they only ask SQL and API. API knowledge is important. That's, I think, this live session is going to help you. And I have created separate video also, so you can go and that check out in my videos list. So API knowledge definitely is required. But SQL basic things you can learn there. What is the problem? I mean, SQL basic things: select query, update query, join queries. Okay, so join queries we use for to select and view some data from different tables. It's very important tools. Inner join, outer join, right? You can do left join, right join, the this kind of operation. See, nobody's going to ask you to SQL like you can do a data migration activity from different backend server to different to another server, or they are not going to ask you to write a whole script to set up a new database. They are not going to ask. This is a separate DBA role. So this is the BA role. There's a difference of a D, BA and DBA, right? So why are you confusing? So if some company is asking very deep understanding on the data, I've given you that scenario also in past. Any organization like who play a lot of data related activities, they need to publish data analytics for their managements and for their operational decisions and etc, like Flipkart, Amazon, Uber, any kind of this kind of organizations who have a lot of consumers, and they need this data to do recommendations, track their activities, etc. So they need a lot of knowledge, deep knowledge on the data side, data management, data analytics kind of thing. But if a simple SQL, some of the still I mean, it depends again. See, some projects use the Oracle, some projects use PostgreSQL, some organization use SQL. So it depends which project you are going. So if I say SQL is the only backend tool available in the market which you should be expertise, no, there are other tools. Oracle, like given the example, and now it's a I mean the today is a generation of the cloud, right? So there will be no SQL, right? Cosmos DB, that mean. So Cosmos DB is provided by Azure, then AWS, Amazon Web Services, Google services. It's having its own database. So database knowledge is okay, and then with some queries you can demonstrate during your interview. But you cannot be expertise in the writing a whole script of SQL, setting up a whole database for any project. There are separate role for that is called DBA. Okay, so don't worry. I mean, if somebody is asking you that kind of level of question, it means they don't have a DBA role and they want to manage their many multi-purpose work with a single person. So I will definitely not in favor of that. You can expertise in one area. Multiple expertization require a lot of time and experience. And I don't know, some miracle people are there who can do multiple things, but at least I will request and I will encourage to be expertise in one area where nobody can match, nobody can beat you. Okay, so if you are good enough in the BA or a PO role, then there are a lot of opportunity. Okay, and insurance domain wise mandatory or domain wise requirement, I have already explained in my previous live session how important the domain knowledge is. So there are organization insurance you talk about, right? In Malaysia, Singapore, lot of opportunity in the insurance domain, lot of opportunity. Okay, similarly finance based within India, there are a lot of opportunity within finance in Singapore. Okay, supply chain management within India, a lot of things, e-governance, smart city, for this one clinical research, CRO based organizations within India, there are a lot of opportunity, CRO knowledge, right? AstraZeneca, the lot of organization, basically Dr. Reddy Labs. Okay, I'm just not able to recall all these names. There are a lot of organization there within India on the CRO based clinical trials organization. Okay, so knowledge, keep the knowledge. Okay, SQL and API, because that is mandatory. I mean, have some knowledge, but not so deep like they will be writing setting up the whole database for you. Okay, SQL भी वो बेसिक नहीं पूछ रहे थे, सब डीप, सब क्वेरी एंड जॉइंट्स पूछ रहे थे. आई अंडरस्टैंड their requirement is different. सर एसक्यूएल पूरा डीप नहीं, ना एपीआई पूरा डीप में सिखा, मैं सीखना पड़ता है क्या एसक्यूएल? नहीं नहीं, डीप नहीं सीखना पड़ता. दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज टॉकिंग लास्ट 5 minutes. Okay, have some understandings, have some open high level knowledge. Okay, that as long as you will be able to understand while talking to client, what is the API, what is the database. Okay, in the database what exactly you do. Okay, in API what exactly you do as a BA. So you, as long as you are able to connect the requirement during the discussion with the client, you should be establishing the connectivity, their problem statements. You can be in the suggestive mode also. Oh, I mean, which database you are using. So you can say they are using might be SQL, or you see Oracle is more secure, more flexible, more scalable database, then you can offer, oh, Oracle is more good database. Why don't you use? Because of you're using a large data sets. So Oracle is good. Okay, Elasticsearch is another database. If you're using a terabytes data, very huge data sets you have your organization, the Elasticsearch. These are all big organizations like Amazon and all that, who dealing with larger customers, and then larger volume of data. They use Elasticsearch because it will able to fetch any kind of relevant information, but it basically support in search and fetch the data very fast in Elasticsearch database. It very helpful database. Okay, you can generate different matrices with some because it basically is helpful in the writing the script and fetching the data very fast and very easy. Elasticsearch, large data set. Think about terabytes. Yeah, terabytes, like, is very huge database, right? Harshvardhan, is the market currently giving BA 12 lakhs package or more, 3 years plus experience? No, I'm not sure. 3 years plus experience. See, in our time, I will say, I mean, frankly, if I talk about 3 years back or 4 years back, what was the trend was before the pandemic is you can expect double of your level of experience. And if I go 10 years back, you can expect the number of experience that much package. 10 years experience, you can expect 10 or 11 or 12 lakhs package. But before 3 years back, somehow before pandemic, it tends to double off. So you are having 6 years experience, then you can expect 12 years, 13 lakhs package. 5 years or 10 years experience, you can expect 20, 24, 25 lakhs package. But now, post pandemic, yes, there are companies, they got lot of funds and all that. You can think about 3 times or 4 times. So 4 years experience, you can go for a 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs package. Okay, but it's very rare, it's very rare. Not so much organization giving, because I mean, see, if you are exceptional, definitely nobody can stop you, right? And you are exceptional in terms of the skill sets and the requirement that they have in their project, and you are the only person, then definitely they will give you more than that also, right? So, and then the good companies like Amazon and EY and other organizations, they give freshers as well, 20, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs package. You might be hearing this in the news, right? So fresher got this much package, and there's a zero experience, right? So it really doesn't matter the question you are asking, right? Three plus experience is a 12 lakhs package. Yes, you can get it. If you are exceptional and you are the required, you having the required skills which the company is looking for, definitely you will be able to get that package. But in generic, I will say those are the chances, 5% only, 5%, 10%. Rest of 80%, 90% word, IT word, is giving you expecting the double or triple max, double of your experience. If you're having 6 years of experience, you can get 12 lakhs, 13 lakhs package, 15 lakhs package. Okay. But if you're exceptional, there is no limit. Even though you are having a 0 years of experience, you are a fresher, you will be getting the 30 lakhs, 30 lakhs. One of my known person, he got in Amazon, he just completed his graduation, BTech and all. He got a 42 lakhs package, fresher. So you can think of, Harsh. Okay. So yeah, I mean, these are the things, guys. So have some basic knowledge in every area. You should be having some or high level knowledge, so that if somebody is asking, you should not be like, oh, what is this? I mean, they never heard that. So get those technical knowledge, high level. Okay. You should not be blank when somebody is asking API. What is this API? I'm a functional, why someone is asking API knowledge to me? Arey bhaiya, you are fresher, but you will be working on a project. They in that project, No project can live without an API. No, none of application, mobile based or web based or system based, without live can with live without a API. Cannot exist without API. So API knowledge, high level, you should be understanding. SQL knowledge, any database, right? See, if there is a front end web based application or system based, the data will be storing somewhere, right? It's a transactional data. So basic knowledge of select query, update query, delete query, drop query, join queries, some high level. They will not, if they're asking you to write a script to set up a whole database, then it's a different level organization. It doesn't, it's, you are not a DBA, you are a BA. Yeah, there's a difference of a D in BA and DBA. So if they are asking better, they can go and hire the DBA, right? Why they are expecting this detailed SQL knowledge with the BA, right? They can hire a DBA. There are, there are a lot of, I mean, this role still exists actually, right? It's not like outdated role. Okay. And then domain knowledge, yes, as many as domain knowledge you will be getting, it will keep on adding in your resume, and it will keep on getting weightage when your life, you grow in your career, when you go for a next level of interview search, next job search, it will give you the additional advantage, definitely. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all for today. Having cold even, yeah. So let's meet next week's weekend as well, yeah. Okay. Saturday, Sunday, both days we'll meet. Please post your questions so that we can go and talk on that topic. Okay. And then please be keep on sharing and liking these videos. And yeah, yeah, keep learning, guys. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Sunday. Today elections also coming, four states basically. So I'm eager to see who is going to win. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah. Hey Ashish, I have been a startup as junior analyst. I do requirements gathering and a bit of Power BI, and I know MS Word, Excel, and basic SQL. Okay, it's been 3 years now. Looking for a change. How much lax LPA I can expect? 3 years. Okay, so I think Ashish, you joined a little late. I was answering this question to Harsh. Uh, Watch this video live session after I post it. You will be definitely getting this answer. Okay, Ashish. Okay, thank you. Let's meet next Saturday and Sunday. Uh, 11 a.m. IST sharp. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.